agitators, you motherfuckers.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Looking for the toughest badasses in the city. Private. Seeking extremely tough brave men for new crew that I'm building. Compensation? $6,500 to $12,500 per week. We're forming a select team of the toughest dudes in the area. This unit will be activated only when the situation demands it. But you get paid every week no matter what. High pressure, high risk, no room for hesitation. We need individuals who do not break, panic, or fold under stress, and are basically all around kick-ass dudes. Just like our friend John. Physical strength, speed, conditioning, all important. But mental toughness is everything. If you're not the biggest guy in the room, but you're the one that people follow when things go bad, that's who we're looking for. We're recruiting those who are already hard, badass, and ready for confrontation when necessary. However, we can train if necessary. So you know what? I wrote the first part of that sentence. Pause for a second.
That's my favorite part of the ad.
Pause for a second.
Pause and restart. Pause, restart.
You don't have to restart. But so I wrote the first part of that sentence, and then I was like, wait a minute. I'm ruling out a lot of weaklings who have no training that could be really funny to prank. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, also, though, we will train you.
This is crazy though. This ad.
Oh no, yeah.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you were behind like liberal paid agitators.
Why do you think I've been going to dinner with George Soros every weekend?
I had no idea you were.
We just keep calling him George.
Soros.
I forget that it's George Soros.
That was Soros.
I know.
Calls him Gigi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Georgie.
Yeah, you keep going, I'm getting dinner with George. You guys want to come? I'm like, I don't even
I can't believe you know George Soros.
Yeah, he's like one of my best friends.
You're like unemployed right now, and you're like hanging out with George Soros.
He always pull some strings for you or something.
Yeah. He always says, "Hey, I'll give you a job anytime you want."
Uh-huh.
But I just I don't want it. He's my friend. I don't
You're
want
humble. Yeah.
You're kind of don't want to take advantage of him. Yeah, I don't want it to affect our friendship.
You're kind of his Smithers.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like Smithers. Post an ad for paid agitators.
And you're gay for Soros.
Recruit some agitators.
I have sex with Soros. I have gay sex with Soros.
Yeah.
Things get better and better.
Yeah, let's check this out.
So that's a breaking news story, by the way.
You done with the
I
ad?
have gay sex. There's a little bit more.
There's a little bit more.
So,
Bravery. You face danger head on. You don't hesitate.
Yeah. So, and then I guess the other important part of that we should mention is that I asked for people that have training against police and military.
Yeah.
My favorite one was no Marines.
No Marines.
No Marines.
Which worked out once again perfectly because then Trump deployed the Marines earlier today.
That made it look so much more suspicious. They're like, what? Oh, that's why they didn't allow Marines, because they knew Marines were coming and they didn't want to commingle.
Fucking lib cuck agenda.
It's just so funny to accidentally fall into civil unrest.
Yeah.
Accidentally push a narrative.
Joey posted this ad on Thursday. We pick him up. We go to do Hate Watch. We drive past the courthouse. The protests are just starting.
Peaceful protest.
As the weekend goes, it grows. It
peaceful
metastasizes like a cancer. We wake up today. It's in the Associated Press. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, is vaguely referencing it, saying there's paid agitators. Alex Jones is talking about it. Stephen Crowder, Patrick Bet-David.
Sam Tripoli, the comedian.
Everybody. Of course. And of course, Sam Tripoli.
He belongs in that lineup.
Sam, I don't know if Sam's. I think Sam's good-hearted.
Well, he fell for this.
He fell for this. He also recently.
He's a flat earther. Let's not celebrate that one.
He also recently. Apparently, people were sending me on his podcast. He was talking about changing the name of his show to Hate Watch. And Hate Watch fans were like, "Yeah, dude, you should do that."
It's so funny to me because this ad, it fully reads like Mac,
a joke.
like Mac from It's Always Sunny.
I know, but that's how. This is what's so crazy to me about it is that it's awesome, but it's been. I mean, just for Joey's sake, I'm like, nobody deserves more attention for his genius pranks than Joey LaFleur. But
fully engineered, by the way, by us because we knew this would go into the news.
It's really fun.
We knew it would connect to the riots.
There's a large part of it that's also kind of pissing me the fuck off because it's going to, not on your end, people's intelligence level. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Now that we're a part of it or you're a part of it, I'm like, is every single time there's ever been like a discussion about anything, is it just some Joey in a room? Like, it's a Russian dossier and they pissed on her.
It's Anthony Weiner.
Like it's
They're fucking kids at pizza shops. I don't know, send it.
My favorite part about the No Marines thing was all the videos and posts about people being like, yeah, because Marines would never fall for this, dude. And if you let Marines in, they would kill all the communists like immediately, dude.
Now, we have a running goof on GoofCon where we think that Marines are the gayest and dumbest branch of the whole military. And so part of our pranks, on GoofCon, so just to, set up the context on this, we made this accidentally on for a GoofCon, and we thought the whole idea behind it was like, oh, the guys that respond to this Craigslist ad are going to be guys that consider themselves super hardcore badasses.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with current events.
I didn't even know.
Rioting and protesting and
I found
civil
out,
unrest.
I found out there was any gathering whatsoever after we did that GoofCon.
Yeah.
You picked me up, and we drove here to do a hate watch. And on the drive here, I looked to my left, and like, oh, there's a gathering there.
You know what? I'm starting to actually put something together. When we were next to the protesters that night, when I had the window down, I did hear a couple guys walk up and go, I'm one of the paid badasses. Where do I go?
Also, I love the range and pay. Like I in my head, I'm like
6,500 to 12,000.
I'm like, what do you have to do to get to 12,000 now?
Yeah.
Well, if you're like a Navy
if
SEAL,
you're like a tier 1 operator,
Yeah.
right,
it's
you
just
get
a-
12K.
Or just like proof of like burn down Waymos.
When did you
know?
start getting the like "fuck you" Mexicans emails in response to that?
Oh, yeah, you
like,
started
was that
getting
Saturday?
you started getting emails sent to you, right? People being like, "You fucking,
Yeah.
fucking wetback, fucking recruiter,
We know
you
what you're
piece
up
of
to."
shit."
Cocksucker.
was the night before last.
Did you get a lot of those? Or did you just get like
No,
one
no.
or two?
So once this thing really blew up, it was flagged immediately because all of these like
They all flagged,
conservative dudes are like, "This is fucking Antifa, take it
Yeah.
down."
Yeah.
And they're tagging the FBI, being like, "Hey, you guys, take them to jail, bring them in for questioning. This is these guys are
Yeah.
criminals. They belong."
There's just a little local fucking chaos starter on Craigslist. That's how they do it. They put ads out on Craigslist.
Yeah, no, it was
So some dipshit TikTok sleuth can
They
go,
think-
they think they're smarter than I am? Look at this.
They think George Soros is on Craigslist.
He's on Craigslist. George Soros. He's on Craigslist. He's selling his 98 Toyota Tacoma, too.
that was the best.
He needs a lawnmower.
He's in misconnections.
George Soros is like, it's the house on the left. It's just pull up. I'll come out with the desk.
He's like, you were a badass in the crowd, a paid badass. We made eye contact. Where are you?
It's depressing.
We shared a
T.S.
moment on Little St. James.
It's George Soros. Hey, T.S. Gatfiller, I saw you at the protest.
You're one of the paid badasses.
But no, so that is the weirdest theory, though. It's like Soros is a 94-year-old billionaire. And so wait, he's going to be paying me and my buddy and Logan Kiros and
I think this all started because Soros was funding Femin, that group of women that would have their tits out in Europe and would go to all these protests and like throw paint on people and shit.
Right, okay.
He found me funding all these like left-wing groups in like Europe. I don't know about America. I haven't looked that much into it, but like what really actually was during Black Lives Matter, and people be like, "Yeah, there's a pallet of bricks on the side of the road. What the fuck is
which
that?"
they're showing now, too.
Yeah. Yeah, which is like, we see pallets of shit all the time around
Yeah.
LA.
The city's
We should
constantly under
post-
construction.
We should post another ad right now. Like, can somebody help me take this pallet of bricks down to the
Alameda.
Down to Alameda.
Alameda and first, pallet of bricks, please.
Tomorrow on
Must
the
be
news,
a badass.
Looking for a badass with a truck.
Trump's in the Oval Office the next day just going like, "Hey, they need pallets of bricks." It's like they're doing it.
It's so funny, though. You want to know why they think that's true? It's because the verbiage in politics has gotten so dumbed down that they're like, People read your post and they go, "What is this? Like an official press release from the White House?"
Yeah.
I will say
the White House posts fucking gifs of of Spy Kids memes,
Devils,
and they're like, "Is that a beaner?"
I mean, they made like AI art of like Trump jacked as a Jedi.
Yes.
Of course. Of course, we think this is real.
The White House posts a picture of a Mexican lady who looks like Gorlock, like arrested every day, and they're like, "Get out of here, you fatty!"
Devil's advocate, though, just to defend
retards
a little bit. So I posted this thing on Thursday. The post was the zip code 90013.
Yes.
Which is my zip code.
That's where you live. And the map is so funny because it's literally exactly
It
what
lined up. It lined up perfectly.
And it was posted before there was even one protester, I believe. So if you're looking at that and then you read the post and we're paying people a big amount of money and we're asking you to be trained against police and the military and to be really brave and to be able to show up and you get paid, when you're activated and all these things.
Joey, you're a local legend.
Yeah.
You were almost killed by a famous LA serial killer 2 years ago. Now you're in the news. For starting riots.
I'm DTLA Mr. Magoo. But
I woke up today and I was like, I think my best friend's a local legend.
Okay, but wait. Let me just give you the timeline for myself. So Logan was like, all right, I'll post a Craigslist thing. Logan, you post one too. So Logan posts one, and he's looking for a hypnotist that could reverse the sissy hypno that he accidentally watched and it worked, and now he's a sissy. So that was his Craigslist post, which is very funny. And we got some good sissy hypno stuff on that. Mine was this, right, which is wrecked, the nation apparently. But so we did it, and we had a couple of like tough guys. We had a couple of mercenaries, which were not that funny of calls, but just like a pretty cool guys that were like possibly in Blackwater and like high level security guys.
Yeah, they were called very excited. They're like, "What's up, George?"
Just dudes that like needed $12K a week. Sure, that sounds like a great job. And then and they had no idea about the protests or anything like that either. So we're just talking shop, applying for a job interview on the phone. It was pretty good. And then we're like, whatever. That was like probably the worst episode that we've ever done. Is what I said when I left.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was just a lot of like no answers and things like that. And then a couple of days later, these things start popping up in the news. And I guess DC, you want to show some of like the reactions?
Yeah, should I play the music behind it too, or just
no, just go into the
not for the music.
Go to the
right?
chicks first. Yeah.
Like this bitch?
Yeah, go her first. And then get to like Crowder and shit.
I was explaining all this to Valerie's friends yesterday before we went to Bar Henry, and it's insane saying it out loud to people who are not like initiated in this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you have to understand, like, last week we did like a baby boot camp thing. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, so like we were saying like Ashton Hall is one of our best babies. So yeah, no, but in the post today, now it's leading to like civil unrest and
it's almost impossible to describe.
It's so impossible to describe.
So this lady.
I have some breaking news, guys. As history repeats itself, we obviously know that any of these rioters, these protesters, never comes out organically, okay? It is always paid protesters and rioters.
Always.
And
She's so sure of herself.
That's what is driving me fucking
They're
nuts.
all so sure of themselves.
It's the most Mexican city in the United States, and it's about the deportation of Mexicans.
And
why wouldn't people think that they're just
shocked.
willingly going there to protest?
They're somehow they think this isn't bigger than the Dodgers parade. Like,
well, it's because she found this post, which is the smoking gun.
It's the smoking gun. So they think every fucking Mexican guy out there with a skeleton shiesty on, that is lighting a Waymo on fire, is paid by George Soros.
He's worth $500,000.
And he's like, I don't even fucking care to deport them all, but I'm getting good money for this. Like, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely right once again. 2 days ago, I went looking for Craigslist ad. I could not find it because usually they put it under peaceful protest. Well, this time they had it under disguise as general labor. They
try to
Another
disguise
thing
it.
of the they. It's always they. It's the powers that be.
You want to know why?
Joey LaFleur!
You want to know why they disguised it under manual labor? It's because I posted it in a different one and it got no responses. So then I'm like, okay, let me offer $12,000 and post it under manual labor.
But posting in the manual labor section might as well be the Mexican section of Craigslist.
For real, yeah, that's true.
Oh, that
looking
is
for construction
that's why they
guys
think.
I
to
see.
build a building, apparently. But Right Angle News was able to find it, and this is what the ad says. Let's get into it. The ad is, again,
Let's get into it.
Labor. They're looking for the toughest badass in Los Angeles County. They are seeking
Sounds like
extremely
Soros to me.
tough, brave men for new crew in building. Compensation starts at $6,500
I can almost
to
hear his voice reading it
$12,500
myself.
per week. We are forming a
Can't you guys just picture this lady getting blackout drunk at a Filipino
thinking the
karaoke
exact
night?
same thing.
She's like flashing people at the Filipino karaoke night.
It's so funny. The first time I saw her, I was like, what a nightmare drunk this lady is.
100%.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yep.
You know it.
Is she Filipino? The toughest
She's something.
She's something.
She's something.
dudes in the area.
She lives off Temple.
Yeah. Yeah.
She lives out Temple or near a temple somewhere.
or Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
Who knows?
The unit will be activated only when the situation demands it, but you get paid every week no matter what. High pressure, high risk, no room for hesitation. What's even more wild
The
is that
serendipity is
Karen
insane.
Bass, the mayor of Los Angeles, went on CNN to say this.
Last night, I will tell you that it is peaceful now, but we do not know where and when the next raids
You're
will
working
be.
with Baz.
That is
Wait.
the concern, because people in the city have a rapid response network. If they see ICE, they go out.
Rapid
and they
Response
protest.
Network.
You're the head of the
Mayor
Rapid
Karen
Response
Bass
Network.
is essentially confirming that there is a rapid response team. And
I work
this
with
is
Bass.
it. Let's continue with the ad. The ad continues to say, we need individuals who do not break, panic, or fold under stress, and are basically all-around kick-ass. Dude, physical strength, speed, conditioning is important, but mental
No one is
toughness
stopping
is
themselves
everything.
mid-read being like,
If
this
you're
can't
not-
be.
No, they
By
don't.
the way, this is all written by me as like a way to, as like essentially like an homage to John.
Yes. It's an inside joke with the
Right,
podcast.
it's an inside joke for the
Yeah.
listeners of the
Yes.
podcast for them to be like, oh, they're kind of like doing a John thing.
We need fucking badass dudes who are kick ass. They don't fold under pressure. You know.
And somehow the nation fell for it.
the biggest guy in the room, but you're the one people follow when things go bad. That's who we're looking for. We are recruiting those who are already hard badasses and ready for confrontation when necessary.
Unbelievable.
Already
However,
hard.
we can
All
train
caps
you
hard,
if
by the way.
necessary.
I'm making a lot
What
of
we are
gay
looking for
kind
is
of-
mental toughness. You keep a level head under pressure. You don't panic. Bravery. You face danger head on. You don't hesitate. Now this is just
It's so funny because all these people, they when they do these like TikTok like breakdowns, like detectives and shit, they go, "Now doesn't this sound ridiculous?" Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes,
Yes.
idiot.
You're a moron. Yeah, you're falling.
You're a moron. Your whole life's a lie.
Yes.
You've never believed in anything real. You're essentially dead. You're a dead person.
You're dead, you're a drunk Filipino whore, and you're stupid.
You're drunk Pinoy. You're drunk Pinoy.
You're lobotomized Pinoy.
You're passed out in the gutters of Jollibee, you
Yeah,
dumb whore.
shut up, Reynalda. Go put some maple syrup on that fried chicken and show your tits at the karaoke night. Jesus Christ. Let's get to the next one. There was another one. Who was this other bitch?
Crowder.
Crowder was got hyped
We should
by
work
this.
our way up in order of like
The blonde bitch is good.
when it gets to
Yeah,
Trump.
where's that
we'll,
blonde
we'll
bitch?
save it.
Hold on,
Trump
hold
will
on.
be
Let me-
the final boss.
Let me find the blonde bitch.
I did just send it to you.
It was in a download, right?
No, I airdropped
Oh,
it's a Twitter link.
it's a Twitter link.
You probably opened it
Yeah.
up. Wait, what was the next one? Was a Twitter link, Debbie Costa?
These are both
This
the
is
same.
about the
I
same
think.
thing.
Oh no,
Yep,
never
there
mind,
we
never
go.
mind. Here we go. And
She
this
looks-
lady, this lady is like odd because is she like a liberal?
She looks smelly.
And she's talking about her
No,
strawberry.
she's not a liberal.
She's talking about her strawberry scones at the beginning. Not funny. You suck. Fuck independent creators. Every independent creator but us burn in hell.
And then I'm going to go
a
make
right-wing
strawberry
grifter, another
scones.
one of
But
these.
when we talked about how this thing that was going on in Los Angeles was paid agitators, this is what I meant. I remember back when the Black Lives Matter riots were happening as well. They had very similar Craigslist ads looking for the toughest badasses in the city of Los Angeles,
gonna make me
seeking
laugh
extremely
every time.
tough, brave men for a new crew on building. Compensation is $6,500 to $125,000 per week. Get paid every week.
What a stupid bitch.
$125,000.
They got deep pockets.
These are all dingbats. It's like
It's a bunch of
idiocracy.
dingbats.
It's like
it
it
is.
feels like idiocracy
Yep.
at this point.
No matter what, physical strength needed, mental toughness, ready for confrontation when necessary. However, we train you if necessary.
And the best part of this is all these people, they do this and they go, look how stupid they are.
Yeah.
They go, look how stupid they think we are. They go, yeah, we think you're stupid. You're dumb. You're dumb as shit. Kill yourself.
It's literally like it's a life-size like rat trap with a piece of cheese, and then she's getting snapped in half by the trap. She's like, "I got the cheese, dumbass." Joke's on you, free cheese, you piece of shit.
So you had me with that, I bet, huh? No, it's crazy. I'm not on X. And I learned all my politics from John, to be honest. I was so out of the loop on all this. Because of this, I got a look into a very dark window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is part of it. This
This is all
she's-
I see every day on Twitter.
But
I can't look away.
I'm never going back on Twitter after this.
Yeah. It's X.
Well, guys, just quoting Connor. I say X because I'm hip.
We're based.
You're hip.
Or base.
Bravery, reliability, strength, team discipline. They'd like you to have military experience, but if you're a Marine, then they do not want you in their group because it's apparently a long story. Job titles.
It's a long story of being gay.
It's because
we think
Marines are
gay.
gay.
In our joke world.
And we did that for every single time we on the GoofCon.
This is the best thing. This is the thing that summed it all up, is that it just had the area you live in. And
yeah.
that was where the
it's
riots
the best
were
thing.
happening. It just
could-
lined
it's-
up perfectly.
It's so serendipitous. It's
posted
unbelievable.
a day before.
Yeah.
Everything. So I do get why these. I mean, aside from the fact that they're brain dead, they're missing major parts of their brain. I think they're probably a lot of
they've
Job
inactive
title
lobes.
operator.
operated.
Relocation
Yeah,
assistance
operator.
available.
We'll move you from
We'll move
any
you from
country.
Texas.
Yeah. I said I move you from any country.
Operator, and there's no experience required, and it's contracted work. And they were looking in the greater Los Angeles area. Obviously, they're not going to tell you exactly what it's for. Wait for you to call and then explain it. This is what happened during the Black Lives Matter riots, is they would put out these Craigslist ads, and then all these people would call, and then they would recruit all these people to go be agitators at these events. They would turn what was initially a peaceful protest of just marching into a full-blown riot, and that's the very same thing that's happening here. Who can afford that kind of bankroll? Well,
Why is it so hard to believe that a bunch of guys named like Spooky and Creeper came over from Boyle Heights and they go, the fuck? Fuck, we can like loot and go crazy. Like it's just an excuse. There's too many people. You can't like not every single person you're gonna be able to judge their character off the bat, and like people are gonna go. It's mob mentality.
Well, I think-
of course this happens.
I think it's a conservative talking point because it.
Well, the BLM, there was some things.
Well, no,
in
but
that,
also it dismisses the opposition. It's basically them being like, look.
No one could possibly believe in this.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's such a crazy idea that anybody opposing our idea must be paid by Soros.
And what I saw yesterday was, or on Sunday, is I would say a good half of them are fucking teenagers.
Yes,
like
yes,
a good
it's
half
teens.
of them are in high
Yes,
school.
Yes,
Like, at
Morrissey's
least.
not in town, and they're
Yeah.
going crazy.
Yeah, they're bored.
Yeah.
They're looking for any excuse. Remember the walkouts, the school
Yes.
walkouts? They're looking for any excuse not to go to school and just fuck shit up.
They're pre-gaming the Chicano Batman concert. That's all
Yes,
they're doing.
it really is. Listen, I said it at the Lemon Party Live show, but these are the George Floyd riots.
The George Floyd.
NoKings.org can. Apparently, this whole thing has been planned for a really long time. They're trying to get
No
more
vulnerable
in different
It's all been
dates.
time for a really long time.
Is on different states. Specifically, June 14th seems to be a pretty big hot button. They're looking at Phoenix, Atlanta.
All right, Joey, start up the ad for the Phoenix and the Atlanta events.
Yeah.
Start the
I'll
ads
text
up.
Logan right now.
Let's trap this little rat.
And a handful of other major cities. You can go to the map on the website and just take a look. Here's some of the organizations that they're working with, and there's a lot of them, but I'm going to go through a couple. There's Bend the Arc, which is Jewish Action. Bernie Sanders, which I don't know. Americans United, Blue Anchor, Cast, Demlist, Families Over Billionaires, Faithful America, Fair Share America,
She's
Faithful.
even moving around. She's moving like it's a desktop. It's a screensaver.
The DVD.
Jew.
Federal Workers Against Doge, Fun Federal Unionist Network, The Feminist Majority, Bulletproof Pride, Catholics.
All right, enough of her.
Joey's going to go home and Obama's going to be sitting in your chair in the dark smoking a cigarette.
He's sitting, he turns the lamp off that he's sitting in front of.
He's sitting there going, I didn't know you were so good looking.
So let's go down the line of the more famous people. Alex Jones fell for it.
In a few minutes, a report I shot last night about who's behind this, who's funding this. All right, and it's all confirmed. It's all federal money front-loaded by the Biden administration. They admit
It's all confirmed.
The mayor
It's
admits
confirmed.
it in L.A.
It's confirmed.
That the Biden administration, it's 100% confirmed.
Yeah.
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed. It's confirmed.
This is 100%
I love Alex
confirmed.
Jones.
Newsom admits
It's actually
it.
kind of scary what's
And they're
happening because no one has to abide to like journalism laws anymore because anyone could be a journalist. So
they're-
I have a source that said it's confirmed.
I know.
Reality doesn't exist.
Yeah.
We don't live in a reality.
It's horrifying.
We got to push back. We got to get in their faces. But we got to be peaceful. They are encouraging this. They are funding it. They are running ads for big, strong men.
Kick-ass men.
Big, strong men.
Big, strong dudes.
Toughest guys in Los Angeles.
Kick-ass dudes like John Off.
They're looking for John Knopf types on Craigslist.
Kick-ass guys. This is so funny.
What a weird, lucky...
So then Steven Crowder,
That's great.
he had time to report on this in between beating his wife with a giant cigar.
Burning his pregnant
You
wife.
wonder where are these people coming from? Well, some of them come from Craigslist ads. So here's an ad.
Just
we
run with
confirmed
it.
that was posted on Craigslist. It's since been removed for
You know,
paid
we do this, but it's like for complete nonsense. And then people in the comments go, that was fake or AI. We go, who gives a shit? We're trying to be funny. These people think they're literally independent media.
They're pushing narratives.
And they're pushing narratives, and they're completely wrong.
It's unbelievable.
investors. It reads compensation $6,500 to $12,500 per week. We are forming a select team of the toughest dudes in the area.
I'm out.
This unit will be activated only when the situation demands it, but
somebody
you
on
get
his show
paid
said I'm
every
out.
week no matter what. High pressure, high risk, no room for hesitation. We need individuals who do not break, panic, or fold.
This sounds like an ad Steven Crowder put out to find men to fuck his wife.
The toughest black guys in
Looking for
in
tough
Texas.
badasses that can treat a lady with some respect.
You must have your own car because we only have one.
Because I never let her use the fucking car.
Under stress and are basically all-around kick-ass dudes.
Sick, dude.
We are paying you for your time. You are not being paid for fake support. Well, the thing is, the time here equals fake support.
That's
because if they're
good
only
one,
there
dude.
for money, you know, it's not like the Tea Partiers or like the original Tea Party or like working class Americans who actually go out and peaceably assemble. And maybe that's why these folks don't fully understand what an unlawful assembly is. Sure, you can go someplace where you're not impeding traffic. You can go someplace where you're not preventing people from getting to hospitals, emergency rooms, the fire department.
Yeah.
All right, Stephen. Why don't you worry about the traffic in your heart? And
Oh my lord! Because doesn't he have a bad heart?
He had some heart
He's
issues.
Sick freak.
No, I don't hate that. Steven Crowder just needs to. He had some talent back in the day, I guess. I don't fucking know.
He runs a strict household with his wife.
He runs a strict household. I like the way he treats women. I'll say that.
I'm a big fan of that.
Big
Let's
fan
get
of
to
that.
the fucking
He's a trad wife. He's
the
a trad
commander in
wife.
Let's
chief
get
of the
to the
United
president
States of
of the
America.
United States.
Two of these. This is one of them.
The most powerful man on earth. This man has his finger on the nuclear
face
button.
shields. The best money can buy. Somebody's financing it. We're going to find out through Pam Bondi and Department of Justice who it is.
Dude, Pam Bondi's is investigating you.
Well, you go live.
It's me, you fool! Arrest me!
He's like the Riddler. He's got a video.
Already on it. Who's financing all this equipment? On it.
Is it some sort of unemployed man living in the arts district?
These are the tech tactics.
Perhaps a guy who just got fired from his job, nothing but free time on his hands. Is it him? I suppose a man whose name is now everywhere in the news.
Wait, is he
Google his name?
Is he standing in front of like an airborne division?
Yeah.
He's debriefing his men.
All those guys are gonna come kill you.
This is the work of either Antifa or a guy who's had 33 White Claws. Who's to say?
Financing all this equipment.
Oh my god.
Somebody who's
what's the other
eating
Trump?
Who could be
burritos.
behind this?
Somebody with a big chitty mustache.
There's a bang bang energy to this post.
Who could be behind this?
Man with a chili mustache.
There we go.
We're getting reports the man behind
Holy
this
shit.
uses a discarded White Claw case as a backpack.
He's a ghost.
We're getting reports the genius behind this operation is a man who's still looking for his keys in an Uber from last week.
Something tells me he's got peanut shells in a cast iron pan sitting in his kitchen, and he just ordered Sonora Town and Salt and Straw simultaneously.
This is the type of individual who gets drunk with a homeless man, goes back to his tent to meet his cat.
This man just purchased the Accountant 2 for $40.
It's a man, if you find his iPhone, text his mom because that's his emergency contact. She'll arrange how to get it back to him.
Oh my god.
We're getting reports he makes soju with his body.
He's making soju. Can you believe that? He's making his own soju.
They call it Joju.
That's good. I don't want to harp on that, but that's good.
Here he is
I
again.
could tell you there were certain areas of Los Angeles that you could have called it an insurrection. It was terrible. But these are paid insurrectionists. These are paid troublemakers. They get money.
Big troublemakers.
And you take a look at what they do. Where they show up, and everyone's
They show up. They show up, and the man behind the operation takes them to a taco truck.
Troublemakers. What a
man.
saga. That was fun. That was just a fun little.
It's great,
time.
man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
We did it, Joe.
Yeah.
What is that from, by the way? Is that?
That's Kamala.
It's Kamala saying it after.
Okay.
After
Oh,
they
also,
won.
by the way, can you Google my name, Joey LaFleur?
I have the
real
AP.
quick?
I have the AP.
Okay,
article.
got it. But I just want to see how Googleable my name is at this point.
Oh, it's all over. It's all over. Fast Focus. This is the Associated Press. A Craigslist ad is not proof of paid protesters in LA. It was posted as a prank.
Unironically, it's nice to see real journalism.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank God the AP was like thank you, Melissa Golden.
I love this lady, by the way. I talked to her on the phone for about 50 minutes, and she was. So I got an email from my Craigslist post, and it was just like, hey, this is Melissa Golden from the AP. I'm a fact checker. I'm a journalist. I want to make sure you're being associated with doing this, ad with protesters. Please let me know if this is, if you want to give me any information. I'd love to talk to you. So I called her *67 on the phone number she left in the email, and I started by going like, trying to be like, hey, what are you going to do?
You were trying to prank her too.
Yeah, I started trying to do a prank where I was like, all right, what kind of, if I give you this info, how are you going to use it? I want to know exactly what story you're thinking about doing. And then she was like, well, I'm a fact checker. And I just like, we're like trying to figure out the legitimacy. And if it's not, you going to get on that road. And I was like, fuck. I stopped in my tracks. I go, oh my God, you're a real journalist.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, hang on, you're a real
You were
journalist.
like, holy shit, I'm sorry, Edward R. Murrow.
I didn't know these people still existed, to be honest.
No, I know. The AP, I think, might be one of the last ones where they actually have to get to the bottom of things.
So I'm out of the loop on new stuff, and I'm like, holy shit, there still is some journalists out there doing their job. And then so I was like, hey, let me just completely be honest with you. And so I just told her the full true story that we all know, and then this is resolved.
Was she laughing at all? She was finding it
Yeah, she was cracking up. I was explaining GoofCon to her.
Did you let her know it was going to be a homosexual prank?
It wasn't even that homosexual of a prank.
Well, I thought the whole thing was I'm looking for alpha males, and you slowly break them in and let them know it's a gay group.
We did do a little bit of that, but it was also, we did a few different types of pranks on it, but I told her that, you know, like, I gave her an example. I'm like, listen, we do a lot of Craigslist pranks like this. For example, Logan Kiros, my co-host, his you know, prank on Craigslist was a sissy hypno thing, right? So Logan was hypnotized by sissy hypno, and he became a sissy, and right. So we're looking for hypnotists to undo his sissy hypno. I'm saying this to her on the phone, and she's
a journalist.
Yeah, she's laughing, and she's like, "Oh God, okay, Jesus Christ, this is what this is."
Yes, and you're on the phone like buddying up. You're like, I know the right? They're fucking.
No, yeah. Also, I started to like, because I'm a little savvy on some of this stuff. And so I wanted to be like, I don't want to get a fucking hatchet job, right? I don't want to look like a guy who is a honkler and trolling a serious issue. So I made sure that she knew, like, look, I did this. This is a coincidence, complete mistake. This is dumb luck, you could call it.
She says that. She makes a point of that here.
So she did a very good job, and I love her. She did like the best. She plugged the pod and like did everything. Like she could have.
As demonstrations in Los Angeles over immigration raids unfolded in recent days, social media users falsely cited a Craigslist ad as evidence that protesters had been paid to participate. Then she quotes the ad, but the ad was a prank. It is not related to the Los Angeles protest. Here's a closer look at the facts. Claim a Craigslist ad seeking the toughest badasses in the city is proof that Los Angeles demonstrations over immigration raids are made up of paid protesters. The facts. This is false. The ad, which appeared in Craigslist Los Angeles section for general labor jobs, was bait for a prank show and had nothing to do with the protests in Los Angeles. The ad's creator told the Associated Press it was posted on Thursday, the day before the protest began. In a live stream episode on Friday, the show... she's watching the live stream. The show's host called and spoke with people who responded to the ad. I literally had no idea it was ever going to be connected to the riots. It was a really weird coincidence. Said Joey LaFleur! Joey! The ad was developed as part of a new prank show called GoofCon 1. She even got the 1 in there. God bless you. Said LaFleur, who hosts the podcast
She needs
with
to write
Logan
a
Kiros.
book. She's a real journalist.
Yeah. On their show Friday, the day protests began, they spoke live on the phone with people who responded during GoofCon 1's third episode. This is so funny. There is literally evidence it's fake.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did an episode before anyone even cared about this ad.
Yep. Also, like she knew it was the third app. She's doing real research.
Yeah, she's like, it's the third app. It's on the Vulnerable Kings Jock Week tier of the hate. LaFleur noted during the episode that he also posted a more militaristic version of the ad in Craigslist Austin section, which there's chaos in Austin going on as well. You are the Joker.
I got it. It's like I was tapped into some kind of zeitgeist, like a lucky zeitgeist, where it must have been something in the fucking ether.
It really is. You really did luck into it. It's kind of crazy, the timing of it.
Complete luck.
We had no clue this was all going to go down.
It almost feels like I
Wild.
tapped into something that just was.
It's like it's payment.
Yeah.
It's payment
It's
for all
karmic-
your hard work.
karmic
It's
payment.
karmic payment.
All my really hard work.
It's karmic payment for all the hard work you do. Where like when I'm sitting at your place and you're drunk and you're bored and you call your internet company and you ask them about the fiber optics they're using and then ask the lady who lives in Nebraska out to dinner.
I go, why can't I download as much gay porn as I want? How much does it cost to download a million terabytes of gay porn?
Joey literally did
That's your
this.
10,000 hours.
Yeah. Those I put in the work, and so this is how it pays.
You got to do at least, one bomb threat a month if you want to get to this, all right?
No, it's just so retarded. Top to bottom, it's all so stupid and random, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah. She goes, after screenshots of the ad spread on social media, LaFleur posted about the confusion on his Instagram story multiple times. Accidentally goofed the entire nation on GoofCon 1. One post reads, and another he muses, I don't really know what to do with any of this. I guess get on Newsmax or something. If I get on Newsmax, that could be funny.
She's firing shots at Newsmax. That rocks.
Fuck.
She's the best. I'm a fucking
Melissa
lib now.
Thank you, Melissa Golden.
Melissa Golden, you rock.
I'm not a political person, but I am now a lib, and I will follow you into the gates of hell.
It's so funny.
Oh, and then Patrick Bet David
Oh yeah. What's that? I didn't even watch that video.
You think Melissa will listen to this?
I hope we have a new fan.
Me too.
I'll text it to her.
You ask her out to dinner.
So
yeah,
Patrick,
I'm in love with
The text that I just sent you, Rob, pop that up.
Rob, I've been working my whole life on stuff like this. I'm fully correct.
There is anonymous accounts on Craigslist. Here, pop it up.
Yep. It is.
He's got an otter in the studio.
Anonymous accounts on
BBD is plagued by otters.
Craigslist, looking for the toughest badasses in the city of Los Angeles.
Look at this, Rob.
$12,000 per week, and they describe exactly what you're going to do. You're going to kick ass. You're going to do this.
It's actually really healthy that this is happening. That they're all getting pranked.
Well, the frustrating thing is
because they needed to know, like they jump on everything so much. It's like fucking settle down.
Yeah, but it is frustrating knowing that no one will.
They're not going to even acknowledge Joey.
They won't. They won't acknowledge.
They'll move right on because the news cycle moves so quickly.
And liberals won't take advantage of
I'm surprised
this.
that it's still.
And liberals are retarded because they play like fair or whatever, and they don't fucking do anything.
I thought it was gone 2 hours after like it went originally viral, and then like. I was just very happy to see this extra. This is all bonus stuff for me.
Yeah.
Thank God. I love the PPD podcast is very fun. They're very retarded. They're constantly like, have you heard that it's like actually like very healthy to bathe in volcanoes? Have you heard about this? We need to cut out all seed oils and all start taking baths in magma.
So they're just taking the bait on everything.
He's a plant. PBD is a plant.
Yeah.
I
Do you actually like the show though?
No, I mean I like him because he like interviewed Kobe like before he died, and then it turned out he's like he's just like a Persian guy that like drives around.
These guys have lost their minds. More like the BPD podcast.
Very good.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Hey, come on, man.
No, I don't know if
nuts.
I don't know if they're that wrong, but they're just
They have a favorite person.
I do. I've always kind of liked him when I saw him, but I've seen very little of him.
But I think he's definitely a plant because he came out of fucking nowhere and he just had this empire called like Valuetainment, and they interview celebrities about work ethic, and then he got very political, and I just don't, and then he has like a couple oafs that sit on the panel with him, and they all dress like they're in like a Ciroc commercial, and they spew like nonsense, obviously.
I like him in the same way
current events.
Well, I like him in the same way that like Jordan Belfort is likable, where they're like they are con artists,
right?
But it's a charming kind of con artist.
Yeah.
So I think that he has that quality.
Sure. Life gets serious way too quickly. For a safe and easy way to turn off the BS, try IndaCloud. IndaCloud makes legal hemp-derived THC products that are actually good. We're talking gummies, vapes, and pre-rolls that are strong, tasty, and get the job done. All IndaCloud products are third-party, lab-tested, so no sketchy ingredients, no uncertain dosage, just a good time. They're apparently sending me some of this IndaCloud, and I am very excited for it. I love gummies, and I know it'll be great, so I highly recommend it. All IndaCloud's vegan and lab-tested products come in a wide range of THC levels so you can float or fully launch. If you're 21 or older, now's your chance to float above the stress because IndaCloud is giving all new customers 25% off their first order plus free shipping. Just use code HATEWATCH or click the link in the show notes to claim your discount. That's indacloud.com. indacloud.com. That's code HATEWATCH for free shipping and 25% off your first order. After your purchase, fill out the survey. You'll support the show and keep IndaCloud sending you the good stuff. So go ahead, grab a gummy, and vibe out with IndaCloud. Yeah. If you're 21 or older, get 25% off your first order plus free shipping at IndaCloud with code HATEWATCH at inda.shop/HateWatch. Back to the show. But he's an agent. He's.
Oh, you think he's like
CIA?
100%. He's funded by
CIA.
100%.
High pressure, no risk, no room for hesitation. Need individuals who do not break, panic, or fold under stress. They're recruiting people to be part of the.
How do you know this is tied to that?
The response is from L.A. and they took it down.
That's it.
Yep,
Patrick,
good one, faggot.
The response is from LA, so I'm 100% right. You've lived your whole life, you haven't learned a thing, you old faggot.
Sorry, Melissa, if you're listening.
Sorry, Melissa.
Sorry.
We're not that kind of show anymore. We're not. Okay, we're not that kind of show anymore. We don't say something like that.
I didn't know
Well,
what to
because
say.
Devin is gay.
He's an old fart. I'm also gay.
Devin's gay.
Devin's gay. John's gay. I'm gay.
And I'm black.
And Connor's black.
And I'm black.
Connor's black.
I'm black.
We're all gay. Connor's black.
Black Irish.
Sorry, Melissa.
Love you, Melissa.
They took it down last
all
night.
over in L.A.
But how do you know? How do you know this is them though? So they're asking these guys to go do the damages
in
to
the area? This
Yeah.
supposedly.
Look at this guy. This guy flips out if he thinks you cut in front of him in line. This is the
What's
type
his
of guy.
name?
Ash Pearson is his name.
I have no idea who this guy is.
Popped up 2 days ago.
Let me read it. Physical. No. We are forming select tough in this unit will be activated when the situation demands. But you
See,
get paid every week, no matter
PBDs,
what.
he's got
High
a little
pressure, high
bit
risk,
of
no room
doubt.
for hesitation. We need individuals who do not.
Was he flexing his ability to read? What the fuck's going on
Patrick
here?
Bet David.
Hold under stress and
think
are
I know that
basically
other
all-around
guy.
kick-ass dudes. Physical strength, speed conditioning is important, but mental toughness is everything.
Yes.
If you're the
God,
biggest
save
guy
some
in the
pussy
room,
for the
but
rest
you're
of us,
one
buddy.
you're the
Jesus.
one people follow when things go bad. That's who we're looking for. We're recruiting.
I think he's also
those
showing
who
a
are
sense of
already
urgency.
hard badasses
He's
and
like,
ready to competition
I
whenever
respect the
necessary. However, we
audience.
can
Let me
train
get
you
through this as fast as I
if
can.
necessary. What we're looking for: mental toughness. You keep level head pressure, bravery. Okay, is there a phone number? Is there a phone
No,
number?
it was a
there?
Craigslist link.
I wish I
Craigslist
had a
link to
phone
an
number on
anonymous
there,
email,
man.
and it got pulled down.
And now this
when
is
it
what
was
happens when you go on
circulated.
it. It says this post has been removed.
It got
It's been removed.
circulated.
I used to stand up with that guy at
Law
Ha Ha
enforcement
Cafe.
circulated it.
Really?
Yeah.
Vinny something.
I
Yeah.
think you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also alert people
that would've
circulated
been
it.
so
Well,
on-
that's the stand up failed. I can make it as a grifter.
Yeah. Exactly.
I should have posted Logan's
You
phone
know?
number.
That guy's whole thing back in the day was he'd get drunk at Ha Ha Cafe and rant about how Chris D'Elia stole his whole thing, and I was like, "That's embarrassing, dude."
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
sad.
Dude, he's like, I was the first to fuck a kid. This guy met.
I had a
Patrick-
cult. I fuck kids.
This guy, he did stand up. He failed at it. Then he met Patrick Bet David at an Indochino at the Americana, and they were both getting their suits like fucking tailored.
Absolutely.
And they both started talking about some sort of political thing. And he's like, "You're pretty good, man. Why don't you come with my empire?"
Yes. God, what's his name?
And then all of a
Vinny
sudden,
something.
whoop, it goes
You show me a
Is
pay
there
stub
a
for
phone
$12,000. Like, I
number
quit my
I
job.
quit my job. I work for you. You show me a pay stub for $12,000. I quit my job. I grift for you.
Call George Soros' office.
818
He
phone
answers
number. I'd
and
love
you're
to
there.
call them to see what they're going to be saying.
Normally, what you do is you'll click that reply link, and then it'll send an email. But the email is usually
It's gone.
registered to a Craigslist.
God, that guy's
Website, this is
unbearable to be
Craigslist.
around.
Yes.
Craigslist still in business?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
God, imagine being so separated from the average person that you
Is
question whether
Craigslist in
Craigslist is
business?
around.
And you go, really?
Yeah, he
insane.
can't fathom that anyone would want to buy a lamp for
Or
$12.
someone just looking for like a day job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's
Like,
no-
oh yeah, I'll clean your pool. Or
No comprehension of it.
Rob, if you have a chance, look for like, are they looking for protesters, searching for protesters on Craigslist?
Hey.
Well, there's an older
protester?
video from 7 weeks ago that if you look at this exists. For some people that don't think this exists. Watch this video.
By the way, I
here.
haven't seen
They're protesting
past
a
what I
complete
sent
different
you.
thing. Now
All
watch.
right, well that's
crazy.
wait, hold on.
Just
Let's
tell me
wait.
if these guys are paid or not. Go ahead.
No, this is this.
Oh, it's stupid.
It's not us. You were wrong. You wasted all your time. You're a dumbass. But we'd love to explain ourselves on your show.
What a saga. That was a fun.
That was a
We'd love to be
beautiful
on the
thing.
show, please.
It was a beautiful, beautiful thing, Joseph.
Unbelievable stuff. God
And
bless.
Wonderful.
stop giving me credit for it because it was such dumb luck. But it was a really fun thing to experience.
Isn't it all just luck though? You've consistently been doing stuff like this for so long. It just hit eventually.
No, that was a perfect storm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like well written and it was funny and if it weren't well written and funny, that it probably would not have gone viral even with the perfect storm. But it needed the perfect storm.
Well, Valerie was
It was
so-
very, very lucky.
Valerie was so funny about it because she was laughing at it, but she was upset that she was like, I don't like that you guys are, even if it's coincidentally involved in like this narrative that's being pushed that like people are paid to protest and it's not like Mexican families going down there. And then when I showed her the AP article, she was like, good on Joey.
Fuck yeah.
She was like happy for you. Yeah.
And I totally, I had like the most honest conversation. And it wasn't because I'm a cuck or a lib. It was because I was completely seduced by this temptress, Melissa
Mercy Golden.
And
I have a girlfriend, but Melissa, I'll block her number if you talk to me. If you want to go, I don't know if you're in L.A.
You like kombu sushi?
You like kombu? You
got to go to jail.
I don't have a job right now. But I don't have a car either.
But you make your own above Sama hand rolls.
Yeah, and I make my own soju.
You make your own soju. You save on drinks, dude. You save on drinks. Just go, Melissa. If I have 15 White Claws, I start fermenting my own soju.
I can't buy you a drink, but you can get drunk off my fumes.
If you lick my body, it has a 30% APV.
I can make you chili.
Do you like cast iron peanuts?
Guess what? You could discard your peanuts in my cast iron.
So there's plenty more footage of, lots of shit going on in LA, and I think we should cover it because a lot has happened. We're doing this episode like a week before this comes out because it was just too good, and we're getting in front of some stuff. But I know obviously last week we pretty much did all riot shit too.
Yeah,
it had just started.
Kinda, not as much,
but not as much. I'm pretty sure the whole episode was riot stuff.
Who gives a shit?
But also, I don't care, and this is happening,
Big
and
story.
this is our city.
It got bigger,
and we drive through it every day, and we live around it directly near us. And I will say this: the riots have been great for traffic in my neighborhood.
Absolutely,
everyone is busy. They're all down. They're all fighting. They're all getting shot with rubber bullets. They're all trampling on people with horses. It really is. If there's a great movie named SWAT.
Love SWAT.
Takes place in L.A. SWAT's a tremendous film with Colin Farrell and Samuel L. Jackson, I believe. And I believe the Mexican dyke that always plays the same dyke in every movie.
Yeah,
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Well, who isn't Renner?
Renner is in it too. It's young Renner. It's
I haven't seen.
Yeah, Renner.
It's early Ren, and he's
That's
a
Colin
bad guy.
Farrell's-
He flips. He's his partner, and he flips, and he becomes a bad guy.
Yeah, his name is like Stryker or something.
And there's this like really, really wealthy like Russian criminal that gets arrested.
I'll give $1 million to anyone who will get me out of here.
And he's getting arrested, and he goes, I will give $100 million to whoever gets me out of here. And then it cuts to like cholos and like Asian gang members watching TV, and they're like, 100 million sounds pretty good to me. And then it's a smash cut to them, and they're transporting the criminal through LA, and there's like cholos with RPGs blowing up the LAPD, and it's a complete and total like Civil War chaos in LA.
Get the anti-aircraft gun. We need to go rescue
and that's
him.
happening right now.
But not only, and this kind of like takes away from the point you're making because it's not about Mexicans, but I just love SWAT so much. I want to pitch it to people listening.
I just like to tell people about SWAT. I don't even care about the riots.
Let's just talk about
SWAT is a tremendous movie.
So not only do Mexican gangs start trying to break him out,
every one of them.
The
Crips, the Bloods.
The Bloods.
Everyone's working together to get this guy out.
All different kinds of gangs are trying to break him out.
Yeah.
Like the mafia's involved.
Who directed? It sounds like an Ayer film. It's not David Ayer.
It's
though.
not
David Ayer.
It's not, but it is.
Very much tonally, yeah.
It's a tonally David Ayer movie, yeah.
But what a masterpiece.
So, but
we were laughing so hard though, just the idea that like every time there's a tragic thing happening in the city, I'm like, do you want to get a beer? We've never like cared about the actual thing happening. We're like, oh, what a tragedy.
No, and I know, yeah, LA's crazy, but like people keep being like, LA's on fire, LA's this. I'm like, I'm having a blast. It's nonstop entertainment.
You guys are sick. You guys are weird.
No,
Melissa, I'm going to go protest after this podcast is over. I don't like what these guys are talking about.
LA is so fucking big. People don't like. Connor was over the other day. We were about to go do the Lemon Party live shows. We were watching just live entertainment of guys beating the shit out of cops beating the shit out of them. And people, and you go online, and it's like
How were those shows, by the way? I completely missed them. You did back-to-back nights. Could you please just tell me about how they went? Like, how did they go?
First night was
Saturday.
good.
Saturday was phenomenal.
Second night was a little weird, but it's still fun, I guess.
Yeah.
How many guys on
Shouldn't
the
have
first
done two
night?
in a row.
It was Full House.
What is that? 180?
Yeah.
And then on the second night, what are we talking?
30
people.
Was that 30 of the same guys?
No, only one guy repeat.
Yeah,
audience.
the second night felt like we were doing the podcast and just some people in the street gathered around.
Yeah.
Who was the weirdo that came to both?
It's the guy that screamed faggot at me at the Virgil show.
You're kidding.
No, I swear to God.
No fucking kidding.
Which guy's that?
The guy who kind of looks like Jared Fogle. He's like taller, glasses, nerdy.
Oh, I don't know.
White.
That's so funny that he's doing the doubleheader. The guy that calls you a faggot is the biggest fan of the whole.
The first show that me and Ben did, I walk on stage with Virgil, goes, faggot! And I was like, all right, man. And then he kept coming to the show and screaming faggot again and then apologizing for doing it.
He's like, I just can't stop calling you faggot, dude.
He's
has to get it out
He'd
every
come to me after the show and be like, I'm doing the work. I'm trying as hard as I can, but I just see you up there and I can't help myself.
Oh, it's so funny.
I was having FOMO.
Yeah, so, yeah, you fucked up. You should have come.
Yeah, it was
Two
fun.
shows in a row in L.A. Joey didn't come to a single one, but he was doing bigger things.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing.
He actually had nothing. You were doing nothing both days.
No, I was.
No, the info came out last night.
I was toying with.
He was discrediting the right wing of the United States of America for Melissa Golden.
No, but Emily Saves America came with like some hot friends and her hot sister and shit, and you know
that was her. She has a sister.
She has a sister that's like looks like very like a twin.
I am not interested in this, but is that the chick with like the massive?
No, I don't know about that.
Not interested at all.
They're just all like they're all West LA like hotties.
Yeah.
I don't really know how else to explain it.
So I guess.
And they're all really pissed off. There's no willow trees in town.
Yeah.
No, but it was a fun show. Fun show.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to the next.
We were doing monologue jokes, like we were writing for Ben. That was my favorite part of it, actually.
Just writing the
writing
jokes
stupid monologue
backstage.
jokes. Yeah, some really good ones too.
What was that? Oh, like you guys all gave.
We had cue cards. Yeah, John held the cue cards first night, and then I held them the second night.
It was good.
Was there any like highlight monologue jokes?
I think the best one was a Black Hawk helicopter has just landed in Los Angeles City. We know the helicopter's black because Korean store owners started firing at it immediately.
That's good. I love that.
Yeah.
Jared Leto one was pretty good too.
What was that?
Jared Leto's been accused of sexual assault recently. Looks like someone is 30 seconds to behind bars.
Pretty good.
Oh, his band.
Yeah,
pretty good.
That's great.
Just stuff like that. It was just like dumb monologue jokes, but it was very fun to write them backstage.
That is good.
Yeah.
I'm out of the loop. It took me a sec, or maybe because I'm hammered, but I like both. I loved both. The first one I thought was actually like chef's kiss, perfect monologue kind of joke. But anyways, okay, do you see what I got there?
Yeah.
It's just a riot footage, man. This is a guy saying LA is literally Mad Max. And they go, this is the thing, though. What I was just saying. This part of LA is literally Mad Max. LA
It's
is
7
so big.
square blocks.
There's a bunch of people watching on TV going like, yeah, I don't go downtown. Who cares? That's fun. Look at this. This is interesting to watch.
It is crazy.
Of course this is happening.
It is crazy.
This is a majority Latino city.
Yep.
They're going to fight back.
It is crazy.
They shouldn't have that signaled that ICE was down there that day. I remember the day it happened. Everyone was like, what's going on? It was like, obviously something was going on.
It's Soros.
So then you fucking wake up the Mexicans, and they all start fucking creeping down there. They all start with their Cortezes, like shuffling across the bridge.
The midget bikes, they're like a Mongol horde. It's crazy.
Yes.
There's like, they all have these giant midget bike gangs. There's like 30, 40 of them in a group, and they all show up to these fucking things.
Well, now the
They make my night
looting
living
and,
hell.
and all that stuff's happening.
Well, that must be infuriating. Imagine like your uncle, who you love, somebody like they come in and snatch him, send it back. You're like, fuck you guys. I would just
The problem is they're going and arresting like seamstresses.
Look
and
at all
they're-
these guys. Look at all these little Mexicans on their
Yeah.
little Dumb and Dumber bikes.
Yeah.
I give 60 miles to the gallon on this hog, Harry. Let's go to Aspen.
Melissa, I don't think that's funny.
You got a guy in a ATV.
I don't remember this in Mad Max.
And once again, I will say, these guys have opened up the city for us.
Yes.
I love that they're all down there.
Yeah, they're distracting.
Yesterday, I was flying around town, little to no traffic.
Today, here,
Today,
on the way here
it was easy to
nice.
get here today.
Yeah.
It's quiet. You have no clue anything's going on. They're all on a couple blocks. It's chaos.
I always feel like I'm about to piss my pants on the drive here. Today,
right through.
right through.
Right through. Not a
Felt
single.
really nice.
No. I think they made every light green. They're just like, just go.
By the way, John, if you ever get a motorcycle again, that's what you're allowed to have.
Yeah.
That's what will allow you.
Yeah.
It was very funny. Like I was caught up in the mob like yesterday on Sunday, and I was on a Lime scooter trying to get to Union Station. Then all of a sudden, I was surrounded by like 15-year-old Mexicans on bicycles, and I was like, "Wow, it feels great to be a part of something." It was very nice. They're all doing wheelies and shit. I was like, "Oh, this is kind of."
You felt like back in formation.
I know, it was awesome.
You felt like Creed working out.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. It was great.
You see that clip from Channel 5 of
yes, of the guy going like, I know you from
you
school,
come to Cava?
and you go to Cava.
Oh, that was great.
And then the
So
Cava
funny.
worker's like, I'm gonna fucking spit in your food, fool.
That was great.
Yeah.
You always ask for like discounts and shit. Fuck you, pussy. It's great.
Yeah.
John, how close did you get to all this shit?
I was in the middle of everything. I got shot
John,
at.
John was right by the courthouse that we were by the other day.
I got shot at.
You got with one of those
Paintball rounds and fucking. It was and I heard the shotgun go off, so I assume they're shooting rubber bullets too, but it was crazy.
You picked up a rubber bullet. You should have brought it. That would have been a great.
I mean,
piece
this
next
is
to the airstrip.
This looks like so much fun.
This is fully SWAT shit. They
Oh,
were
I was there when
throwing
they were doing this.
throwing Lime scooters at cars. At one point, the LAPD all was under the bridge. This is the Alameda, close to Alameda Bridge. Drive by it all the time.
That's
drive
Main
on it
Street.
all the time. Main Street. And they were hiding under
Oh, that's
it.
like Oliveira.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's over there. But here's the thing about the Mexicans. They trashed Olvera Street.
I know.
What are you doing?
They fucking ruined like Kobe murals. And,
Yeah, what are you
like-
guys doing?
It's Mexicans fighting Mexicans. It's Mexican cops and Mexican people, and it's Mexican and ICE agents. It's
It is,
crazy.
and they're
It's
like,
all
we're
Mexicans.
deported. The Marines are coming in. It's like
The
a bunch.
Mexicans.
It's a bunch of guys named Hernandez coming in
Olvera
to like
Street-
shoot guys named Hernandez.
Olvera Street does seem like don't do that.
Well, it's a convenient place because it's right next to the federal courthouse, and it's like an open park, and it's
But it's such
hard
a
to get in there
little
with
alley,
cars.
like
It's
that-
hard to get in with cars. That's why. So they all mobbed there because one of the streets is a one way. Both of them are one ways going in there. So
That
you
was
block
wrong, Mexicans.
It. Yeah.
I support everything else, Melissa. That was wrong.
Look at that.
That was like so much fun.
Perfect shot.
That was crazy.
Viva la
Holy shit.
They were making more rocks. In fact, they were using hammers to hit the sidewalk, the curbs of the sidewalk to make rocks.
That's
to
crazy.
Then grab and then throw.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was like.
Which I don't support. We need a civilized society.
Actually, I went balls deep into an argument.
But I might actually support it, I think.
I support it.
Also, somebody was like, some like asshole was like, why wouldn't they just fucking bring rocks in a backpack? And then somebody's like,
heavy.
Why would it? Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't they bring a tool?
The
to
streets
deploy
are made
their
of free rocks.
Fucking exactly.
The streets are rocks.
So yeah,
Free rocks all over the place.
Geniuses.
Free
the
rocks.
streets are rocks.
The streets are rocks.
Wow. The building, it's made of rock. I mean, it's free.
break a building. That's all rock.
Twin Towers one day became rocks.
It's like
But yeah, I mean, you know, this is it's bad, but like the weirdest thing to me is the zero expectation of this happening.
Yeah.
You're going to deport people in downtown LA near Olvera Street?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think they're all going to come over the
Freak out.
bridge like it's fucking like it's World War Z?
Why wouldn't they hold them in like a sheriff jail, like in Pasadena? Why are they holding them in the federal court? Like I understand
They
it's a
also
federal action.
signal too much that they're going to be doing this day, so everyone pops out.
It was on purpose. They didn't need this stuff.
You know what's funny is you'd think I'd take a second to actually learn about the issue since I got to Trump with my goof about this, but no, I didn't, and I still have no idea what actually started this. So like they were like
there were ice raids in downtown LA on Thursday when we picked you up we were going to go record, and we drove by like a little bit of the protesting.
Okay, I know that, but I'm saying like what I still don't know is where did they raid?
Arts district. They are raided fashion district. There was a warehouse there.
Into apartments?
Into a giant textile factory. They went in there and took like 40 people out of there. They were raiding Home Depots,
and checking their IDs. And
they also caught like a
Santee Alley area.
Yeah,
and stuff,
they also caught a guy. They went after a guy who killed like 2 teenagers with an AK-47 in like 1994. It was kind of crazy.
Okay, forget about it. That's so long. That was 31 years ago.
No, but also there was like a 10-year-old taken out of class.
Yeah,
there was a couple LAUSD deportations, which is like, well, that's going to upset.
My sister got a call from a friend who was a teacher and had ICE in the elementary school taking out children.
I'd rather hear that they're just like arresting anyone with like face tattoos.
Yeah,
don't take a kid, or at least finish up with the kids behind our backs. I agree.
Secretly.
Secretly.
Devan, play the footage of me getting shot at. That was the first thing on Sunday. That was what like kicked off Sunday. Because I went down to the federal courthouse.
Johnny, I think you kicked off Sunday.
I didn't kick off Sunday. No, it was. I went down to the federal courthouse and people were protesting peacefully.
Yeah. This
and
is
then
right
shit
where
just
we drive.
got crazy.
We drive by this every day.
Yeah. All of a sudden, this happened.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Did you get hit?
Something hit a car and then whacked my arm. But after that, it was like.
Well, it's their policy to bounce those rubber bullets. They're not
which I don't
supposed
buy.
to shoot directly.
I don't fucking buy.
They do directly all the time, but they're supposed to bounce it first.
The whole block, you couldn't the tear gas was agitating. Like you couldn't breathe.
Yeah. No,
it was so full in the air.
It's bad. Yeah, it really fucks
and I got
up
a
the
tummy
air.
ache, dude.
I went to get a coffee like earlier. You got a tummy ache?
I got a tummy ache.
You got a tummy ache?
I got a tummy ache from the tear gas. I went home and
I
think right now.
No, when I went home, I had a tummy ache.
There's a Mexican guy defending you. He goes, "This fool has a tummy ache."
Hey, you straight la raza.
You guys get this fool a tummy ache.
The SWAT team's like, hey guys.
Calm down. The fat white man has a tummy ache.
We gave away the tummy ache. We've gone too far.
No, this part was like right before that, and this is what this was like the famous footage I kept seeing repeated that day. They're spraying the shit out of people.
I saw a guy getting coffee. The closest I got to the action was a guy getting out of his car, pouring milk on his face. Like he must have just escaped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's pretty intense.
We were dying, me and Joey, on the way here.
Oh, these are the Turo cars.
John was like, yeah, they were like pepper spraying and tear gas. It was like weird. It seemed kind of weird.
It was fucked up, man.
They burned all the Waymos down.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I mean, that's like the one, like there's a victimless crime.
I feel bad for them.
It's a fucking Waymo.
Yeah. They're kind of
good.
cute.
I actually
That
love
whole area had a weird vibe.
Something was like off about the
fucking
riots.
weird.
I love that Mexicans have the same response to robots that I would.
Mm-hmm.
I would like rape a Waymo.
Did they rape?
I'll stick my dick in the
Is that what they did?
electric little exhaust.
They raped a Waymo?
They're raping Waymos.
They raped Waymo.
They're actually a couple guys kidnapped a Waymo and they put it in their bathtub right by Echo Park Lake and they held a shotgun to its head.
You got your shit pushed.
And then Hector's niece was like, wait, that fool's
And then
saved my life.
the Waymo was like, I recently saved a girl from being raped.
I saved Hector's niece.
I saved your niece. And they were like, are you sure about that? And they made a call and then they let the Waymo go, actually. You know what's actually another thing,
Like,
though?
I've never had my shit pushed in.
So, okay, they're also using this to do, like it just both sides are being so fucking crazy, but like they're thinking about testing out the robot dogs.
Oh, the Boston Dynamics.
If shit sparks up again tonight, which John's like totally confident it's
I don't
not
think
going to
it's not gonna
happen.
happen.
John's like jaded about like civil unrest, and like I think it's going to happen again tonight.
John's like, the Mexicans are sleepy.
They're very sleepy. They're tired. They're done. If there
we
wasn't a
could
group in
probably
front of the
check.
courhouse this morning, I don't think it's going to
If
happen.
they're fired up, we could.
No,
they'll probably start ramping up.
They start around 4.
Yeah. After the siesta.
So we'll find out on the page.
It's
at
like
least.
it's like Altamont for civil unrest. Like they wait a little bit, you know. They don't want to like if they start too early, they're like gay.
Yeah, they look like nerds.
They look like nerds.
First guys to show up at the party.
They go home. Their grandma makes them some pozole. They get refueled. They come right back.
Fashionably late.
But they're starting to. I saw footage today of them of the cops and the Marines and whatever like using like those robot
Boston Dynamics.
the Boston Dynamics dogs.
Wait, does it have weapons?
Yes, it has a gun on top of it with that shoots the rubber bullets and like tear gas.
Isn't it insane? That was literally a Black Mirror episode,
and it's happening.
And then they were like, "Let's do that."
It's happening. Yeah,
it does.
I saw a couple black guys kidnapped the robot dogs and they're fighting them.
Oh no, like a Michael Vick kind of guy.
No, it's like crazy fights. It's like 2 robot dogs in a ring and they're like both shooting like tear gas at each other.
Jared Powell.
This is. I'm not even being trying to. There's no joke.
I know it's a real story.
It's a real story.
Melissa, that's the next story. We're going to contact you with more info.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Melissa.
So this is John. This is you. That's a Waymo.
That's a burning
to the
Waymo.
ground.
I fucking kicked the whole thing off, dude.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I saw these.
That was nuts, man.
John kicks ass.
That was strange.
Did we talk about my dad forming the posse on the public last episode?
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we play that video that
Of the guy?
yeah.
Okay. There's actually so much footage of this, it's overwhelming. I have so many clips of the riots.
We don't have to. We can keep watching the riots.
Save
Save the page.
We'll save that for the page. We have so much riot
Connor's
footage.
dad
Because
has
actually,
an actual posse.
okay, but here's my favorite part of this was I think around on Friday, there were guys that were like they showed up and they were like, I got my motorbike, like woo, and they would drive directly into the cops, and the cops would just clothesline and arrest them.
I saw that one video of the guy on the Lime scooter in the fucking drop shouldered and fucking
on the freeway.
Yeah,
dude, they were selling hot dogs on the 101.
That's awesome.
There was a hot dog vendor on the 101 shut down selling hot dogs.
That fucking rules.
This rules, kind of.
This is very like medieval.
They're kind of finding out, like, you know what? Go take the Venezuelans from like Colorado first.
They're also
like, start with fucking Aurora.
Start with an easy.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
it's like the beginner levels in a video game.
You're
Go
fucking,
out
you
there.
immediately like jump into the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you started at expert mode for some reason.
They're operating on legendary right now.
Also, I gotta say, are they breaking anything? Like, are they actually like breaking into like a good store that we care about and ruining
last
it?
night they CVS, the Apple Store downtown. They all got raided, but those are all
those places.
But there's a lot of people being like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're ruining our whole fucking reputation here."
No,
like, fuck
that is.
you.
It's not good to do that. But I'm saying like, they're not breaking into a private business.
Yeah,
like,
they did. Last night there was I went to my little corner store down the street, and the guy was like drilling fucking plywood into the wall, and he was talking. Apparently that was his job, was to just protect these stores. And he was like, "Yeah, they're hitting like stores on 7th Street, like these little liquor stores."
Well, you have to make precautions, but they didn't. He was just doing that.
No, he was
in
doing that
case.
because they hit a store on 7th Street, broke the windows out, and robbed everything.
Oh,
So it was
you
a
guys
tall
get-
little. I know the corner store. It's a,
That became like
I
a full
believe
on.
that. You guys
That became
can't
like a
do
full on
that. That's
industry during like BLM. It
Yeah.
was like guys who just had trucks would buy a bunch of plywood and they like have it'd be a service they
Well,
supply.
BLM was fucking up everything.
Yeah.
So Mexicans are slightly better than black people.
I have a theory, and I was talking to Joey about it.
Did you hear that, Melissa, with the AP?
Hey, Melissa!
You put your sunglasses up.
Can you delete that? Can you delete that?
Fuck, did I accidentally rank the races again? God damn it.
No, the riots. You know what? The first night after we recorded on Thursday, on Friday, I woke up and, I thought it was a pride parade. So I went down there, I had my thong on, and I had a big rubber fist with me.
You're gaping TS.
And I was like so
You had a butt plug.
I was so confused with what was going on. But they all raped me, so I got what I wanted. The guy that's down there that's like, pride!
I guess it's like sort of an aggressive theme this time.
Like fairy wings on.
Yeah.
It's like
oh, she goes like dominatrix.
Oh my god, this is like a racially charged sex orgy.
It's like Mexican BDSM day.
Oh, it's like a brick kind of pie this year.
You guys are into brick play?
There's a guy gaping in front of the cops.
The name should be the name of the
You guys are into brick play? Okay.
You guys are into brick play. Cool. I've never. I could try.
Ooh, breaking up the streets.
I
This is
tried
crazy brick play.
Ooh, some mace play. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, rubber bullet play.
Dude, it's so funny. All the footage, I'm like, we're here every day.
Every fucking day.
You guys are a projectile play, huh?
Projectile play. There's a guy gaping his ass in front of a line of police officers.
trying to catch
rubber bullets in his ass.
And then he shoots him back.
It's
like the bad guy from The Mask.
But when he shoots
Just
him back,
absorbing into his asshole and then shooting them.
they're way more powerful though when he shoots him back. It like knocks over 10 cops.
They're on fire as they come out of his
They're like,
ass.
stop aiming him at him! When he shoots him back, it's 10 times more powerful.
It's like Kirby.
You're making him stronger. Don't aim away from his ass.
So here's the motorcycle footage that I thought was very funny. So look at him. He's like, Viva la Raza!
Oh, he's retarded.
And then he just gets immediately tackled.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
He had zero moment. They just beat him with sticks.
Not even a good camera angle.
No, bad angle.
He thought he was Willie Wallace.
There we go. Stand the line. This is so funny.
And we are in the background just trying to go do the podcast. We're all packed into my car, just like,
this is the street.
Oh, God, Devin, make a right. Let's go around this.
That guy on the motorcycle really got the 12,000.
Look at this guy, and then he goes, gets arrested. He gets hit.
Oh, what did they do? How
They hit him right in the face.
They really just clocked him.
Yeah, he just drove a fucking motorcycle at a crowd of people.
I know.
It's insane.
But it seems like if you just talked down and fucking went a little bit faster.
No, dude.
No.
Go
back,
any
go
sort of
back.
imbalance.
I think I could dodge.
I love the energy, too. This guy's like, right here, he's like, I got it from here.
Oh my God.
This guy goes, let's do it.
It's John Redcorn. John Redcorn's like, you killed my gay wife.
This is for Jonathan Jones.
My dog's school, you think that's funny?
That is crazy. They have berserkers. They're just riding motorcycles into the cops.
You ever seen Kong Skull Island?
No.
I have, yes.
You know, when the guy... What?
What are they about to do? What are you about to say?
No. There's a guy who's
feel
like,
like you
he's like,
weirdo.
I forgot the actor's name, but he's about to sacrifice himself. He's like, you guys go ahead. And
Yeah,
he
it's
just
the guy
absolutely
from
wrecked.
Bad Lieutenant guy that goes, yeah, oh, whoa. I can't remember his name. What's his name?
I don't know his name, but he's a great actor.
But
That scene is the equivalent of this, though. Of somebody who's thinking they're doing something heroic and just get absolutely
Pull a bunch of
wrecked.
grenades,
Yeah.
and the fucking dinosaur shoots
And he blows
blows
up
up for no reason.
You never seen that scene?
No.
It's so fucking funny.
I think I know what actor you're talking about. It's
Shea Wigwam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Australian reporter getting shot was awesome.
I feel like we nailed this up.
I think so, too.
Yeah. Let's keep doing more riot shit in the Patreon.
I want to do a million.
Hold on,
more
one more scooter guy on the. This is the guy on the 101 that got he
This one's
rides
great.
right into them.
This is me.
It actually looks like he's like, please take me, daddy.
Oh, shit.
Give me that.
Dude, that was like Sean Taylor shit.
That guy played football for sure.
That was a Sean Taylor hit.
That was just too easy. Oh, God, this is gnarly shit, actually.
That's wild as shit.
It's horrible, but unfortunately, the whole time I'm just like, oh God, thank God I am not driving on the 101 today. Look at them blocking the on ramp.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
And even if they just get rid of one Mexican, to me, the whole thing's worth it.
Wait.
Oh, Melissa! Melissa! I don't know these guys, Melissa. I'm so sorry.
You know what's really fucked up is that there's like an entire, I think in like South LA, like that was where like a lot of it was happening. You see the guys see the footage of the guy that kept throwing rocks at all the cars driving by, and they got him recently. But that's on. There's a whole street called Home Depot.
Home Depot Lane.
Home Depot Lane, basically. And you're like, oh god,
Yeah.
you can't have a Home Depot Lane.
ICE agents are like, we're hitting Home
insane.
Depot Lane.
That's like you're like, where do I go to meet Santa Claus? It's Santa Claus Lane.
Oh, let me hear this.
Did you guys see the cops beating the shit, like doing a Rodney King on that guy, and they didn't think they were being seen? They were all on their horses, trampling.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
I didn't.
I thought we watched that last ep.
No.
No, I don't think so. It
No,
came
I
out this
didn't.
weekend. Let me see if I have it. I'm not sure
Maybe
if I
I
do.
don't believe so.
Oh, this is good. This is good. So an El Salvadorian restaurant was helping out cops that were in trouble because El Salvadorians are like, yeah, fuck the Mexicans.
That's how racist they are.
El Salvadorians are like, oh my god, here, get back out there.
What a fucking pussy. What a fucking pussy.
Black guy too.
What happened to him? They're fanning him?
He got like fucked up in the fighting.
They're just horny.
But yeah,
That's a horny Mexican lady, by the way. She's like, oh, come in. He's like, I really didn't get
it's El
hurt.
Salvadorian. It's El Salvadorian.
I want to see that
whatever.
Australian reporter get hit.
Los Angeles is literally Mad Max right now. LA is fucking Mad Max. Oh man, damn! Where's the fucking? I thought I had. Oh, well, here's the looting from last night.
Oh, that's right down the street.
They
from
loot
me.
the Apple store last night. Which why is there an Apple store in downtown LA? Why are they pretending downtown LA is like a real place?
Oh, it's right next. It's in that. It's right at the
Oh, is
beginning.
that
when it starts
the
getting
theater
open.
one?
Yeah.
That's one where
That's
you
your
were trying
Apple
to
store.
you were trying to
What
goof
is
there.
the What is the Apple store in downtown LA? It's just
Huge.
it's just homeless guys walking in, jacking off on
No,
the
they have
phones.
security guys at
They
the
have
front
like
door.
5. They have like 5 security guys, but there's a lot of like artists, artsy types need apples.
Well, this is
That is my Apple store.
This
That's
is
where I
pretty
go.
crazy footage.
Yeah, they're all teenagers.
Yep.
Take them all with display phones.
This is like 10 hours ago.
This is like a block away from where John lives and like 5 blocks away from where I live.
It was really funny because I think this was happening around the time I went to the corner store that night, and as I was leaving, this like black dude on a scooter comes by and he just looks at me. He's got like face tattoos. This like really scary guy. He's like, man, they bugging down there. They bugging. I was like, holy shit, dude! I gotta get inside. All night, all I heard was people doing burnouts, police helicopters. It was crazy. Yeah, they're all YNs.
They're YMs.
They're YNs.
M's.
YMs.
YMs.
There's a couple YNs in there too.
I mean, does anyone even get in trouble for these? Like, do they end up doing an investigation and finding out who all these people with masks are that are stealing iPhones? I kind of wish I was down there.
Yeah.
I think the most, like the worst ones will, get prosecuted. They'll become fugitives.
The ones that don't have like masks on.
I would also imagine that like most like products you steal from the Apple Store have like a serial code to it, and if you activate it and they know you didn't purchase it.
Yeah, I never
like-
understand that. You
Well,
can't
there's
just rip
places you
them.
can go to where they'll wipe them.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, they're getting trapped inside the Apple store.
No, they start breaking out of a window.
Oh, that's kick-ass.
They break a window.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
They're going to make their own exit.
They try to trap them in? I guess they hate windows.
Oh, shit. Get out of there, white boy. Oh, there we go.
Guys holding iPads.
His pants are falling down.
Yeah.
Damn. Goddamn.
Well, what are you gonna do? I mean, insurance pays for everything, so fuck insurance companies, I guess.
I don't care about Apple
shit.
or at CVS. Getting raw, like John, the place John was talking about in 7th, getting like a private business.
I know the owner of that liquor store is a really nice guy. He's like young.
Otoro Sushi got raided, and everyone was like hating them.
Yeah, that's where those are the guys that are actually ruining it. Well, not ruining it, but they're giving everybody a bad
Funny
name.
thing about this, like these mobs, even like big companies. There was a Walgreens on 7th Street that a guy backed a truck into. This is months ago, and just the whole place got looted.
Yeah,
everyone there lost their jobs. They had to close the location.
Fucking
like
that's
it's like
bullshit.
you just so everyone there lost their jobs,
And everyone at Otoro Sushi is going to lose their jobs
the Target.
So
the Target,
those Mexicans are cocksuckers.
The Target on Figueroa has a SWAT team there. It is crazy. They have like 10 guys with like tactical uniforms and guns always at that Target.
Yeah. Well,
well
Viva la
We've
Raza!
done it again!
We're in the occupied Azatlan. Love America. Love this country and love this city.
Love this city. Nothing.
Fuck Texas.
Nothing could make me hate this city.
Fuck you, Tim Kennedy. Fuck you, Dan Crenshaw.
Yeah. Guy's favorite thing to do that live in anywhere else but California is talk about California politics and local elections.
Get off my dick.
Why do you want to come here so much? Are you worried it's not safe enough for you to have butt sex?
They want to clear the city.
You former Marine fag? Huh? Are you nervous your car might get broken into while you're having gay butt sex? Tim Kennedy? You fucking meat-eating faggot?
Sounds like anybody who doesn't like LA is gay.
Are you worried that seed oils are going to interfere with your gay boner when you shove it in a man's ass? In the Castro?
Well, it's so funny.
Homo!
On Instagram, he's complaining about like, dude, you private citizens have the right to defend their private property, and I'm like, you literally invaded a country, sovereign
did
country.
People in Fallujah have the right to shoot at you?
Yeah, did the Mahdi army in Baghdad have the right to blow your buddy's brains out?
Well, they did. Actually.
Huh?
They did, though.
They did have the right to torture
That's what
those.
he's saying.
Yeah,
But they actually did.
Tim
That was
Kennedy-
legally. I mean, like that wasn't a war crime or anything. They could shoot. So it's not the best comparison because they actually could.
No, all I'm saying is Tim Kennedy's complaining about these riots, saying private
Dizzy, what's with your shoulder? You've been doing
It's
this
been fucked up
weeks.
for weeks, man. I don't know.
You keep sleeping on it wrong, man.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Something got pulled badly.
Anyways.
I think it's dislocated. I think I'm like so strong I don't even know I have a dislocated.
We're gonna lock it back in.
Dislocate your shoulder. at
Kobe
the-
played through like dislocated fingers.
Jesus, Devin, you're a spitter, man.
I hope that
It
got
is
picked
crazy,
up,
dude.
'cause that's a perfect.
Ew. Ew.
Viva la raza, you motherfucker!
Crackers.
Get crazy.
All right, okay.
It is my dream though to have like an unknowing like injury.
Yeah,
like the doctor be like, hey.
You have a bullet in your head.
They go,
Yeah.
hey, your back is broken, and I go, I didn't even notice.
Like one of those guys that, like when was there a Simpsons episode where Homer finds out he
Yeah.
has like a crayon in his brain?
Yeah, it's my dream that I'd be like, you didn't know your back was broken? You're the strongest man of all time, and I go, yeah, I fucking didn't even know. So.
Well, we love you, folks.
Love you guys.
God bless you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Melissa. I love you.